Welcome to Monster Men.
Arg, 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 arg.
Welcome to Monster Men. I'm Jack, your host, and this is my guest, author Hunter Shea.
Hello?
Hey,
Am I
Hunter.
looking the right way?
Thank you. Nope, this way. Nope, your left. Nope, my left. Hunter, thank you for being on our show. You're
Thank
the
you.
author of the new book, They Rise, right?
Yes. It's all about floaters.
Now, I have not read this book, but I'm going to take your word for it that it's good.
It's marvelous, my friend. It's marvelous. Here's the book cover. They rise.
Ooh, I'm finding myself rising.
The fish on this is my first ever sea monster tale.
Nice. Well, first, let me just say congratulations on another book, my friend.
Thank you very much. This is my first book with a new publisher, Severed Press.
In case you're new to this show, he's really one of the hosts. I was just pretending, because he's also the guest today.
Surprise!
It's Monster Men. We're both the Monster Men. Anyway, what kind of fish is that?
It's a chimera fish, which is a real thing. They also are called. This is when I was researching what fish to do, because I didn't want to do sharks or whales, and I found chimera fish. They're also known as ghost sharks. Great name.
That's a pretty badass name.
Yes. So yeah, this book is set off the coast of Miami. There's a climatologist who is studying the melting of undeep sea ice, which releases methane, it's happening all over the world. And in this particular case, off the coast of Miami, the methane has melted so much that it has freed prehistoric chimera fish that are 400 million years old, the size of beluga whales and bigger, who haven't eaten for 400 million years. So it's literally the sea is boiling with these things that are just everywhere. And it's up to her. Well, not really up to her, but she's involved in it along with her ex-husband, who has been studying these fish all his life. Now, the actual chimera fish, is at most they'll be about 3 feet long. They live deep in the ocean. They're kind of like bottom feeders. The book starts out. This is very personal for me. When I was growing up, I used to go fishing with my grandfather, his brother, my Uncle Eddie, and this guy Al. So it was 10-year-old me and these three guys in their 70s, and we go to Sheepshead Bay in Long Island and go fishing. And the first chapter starts out with it's the three of them on a fishing boat, and I right down to the mate was a guy named Blondie. So I opened up the book with something I got to fish with them again for at least the couple hours it took me to write that first chapter. And what happens is they're on a fishing boat, party boat, and my Uncle Eddie pulls up this 6-foot bizarre looking fish that when they get it onto the boat, the mate who's trying to wrestle with it gets stung because they have these little quills on their back of their heads that's full of poison, which is also true, but just real chimera fish is not poison for people. So as soon as this guy gets it gets stung, he's literally melting from the inside out.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know. And the best part is these fish don't have teeth. They just have these bony plates, so their mouths are like vices. They just squish things when they get a hold of you,
like an anaconda.
Exactly. So I picked toothless bottom-dwelling fish and just made them very big and very, very hungry, very mean and ornery. It's a novella, so it's a fast-paced book. It's 160 pages, but I will tell you, it is bat crap crazy because once
that's your signature.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I didn't want to disappoint anybody. Most 90% of it takes place on the water, so there's always the sense of foreboding because if anything goes wrong on the boat that you're on, you are miles from help. So
I was just watching a documentary about making of Jaws, and they were saying you're crazy to make a movie on a boat on the actual ocean, and one of the problems, besides the fact that it's always moving, is they go, if you forget something, you've got to send a boat to go get it.
Right, exactly. And most of this takes place miles and miles off the coast. So I mean, they're in deep doo doo when things go wrong. And it's like, all right, well, we got to get back to land. Well, that'll be about 7 hours if we push the engines as hard as we can, with hundreds of hungry fish on right behind us.
Now, when did this book come out?
This book came out the first week of January. We're talking now, it's February 9th. I think it's the 9th.
It is the ninth.
It has been.
Well, this show will probably not come out till like later in February.
Right. Hopefully, it's still selling as well as it is now, because Severed Press knows, they know their audience, and they specialize in sea monster books. They do books, Megalodon by Eric Brown, who does the Bigfoot Wars and all that stuff. Adam Caesar's done a book with them. They also have a division for kaiju and zombie and post-apocalypse books. So they kind of stick to these niche markets, and they have some rabid fans, man. Their fans are like chimera fish. I love them.
Well, if their fans discover you, you're right up their alley, man. Like all your creature books are like.
Yeah, I can't wait to do more with them, man. Because I can't say what it's about, but I have signed on a deal to do another book with them, and hopefully, this is just first of many more to come with them. Because this is, I never even wrote like a short story on a sea monster before, and I loved it. So cool.
This is a new one for you. This is although there's a little water in
Montauk Monster.
Montauk Monster.
There's a little water there. I will say, guys, all you watching, put comments here on our YouTube page, MonsterMen13, and I will pick one person and send them a free signed copy of They Rise. So spread the word, or don't spread the word, so you can say, I'm the only person who tells.
Should we make like a deadline? This will probably go up third or fourth week of February, so we want to say like by St. Patrick's Day.
I was just going to say St. Patrick's Day. I will drunkenly pick one winner. So throw some comments on here. If you read the book, you dig it. If you hate it, just let us on Amazon. I love the bad reviews as much as the good.
Oh, I'll send you some bad reviews.
Hey, we also want to give some shout-outs to some people.
Yes, let me go first.
You go first.
So we have a couple of guys who are good friends of our show. And the first one I want to talk about is Spence Dunnings, who's just a great guy. He's our friend on Facebook. He's our friend on Twitter. He's a huge horror fan. Today he just posted like a hilarious picture of a doll of the fog.
He actually made me look like a hero with my daughter, because a year and a half ago we went to see Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the original, in the theater.
Oh, yeah.
And as we got up, I hear, "Hunter?" And my daughter was like, "People know you?"
Nice.
So yeah, he was in the theater with us.
And he's a filmmaker himself, so it's great to see him. He's got a Facebook page on Spencertainment.
Yeah, no, he's a really nice guy.
And so I want to give him a shout out. And then the Madman on Twitter, who watches more horror movies than you and me combined.
Oh my God.
And the stuff he comes up with, like I thought you and me were like, deep cut guys. Steve Barnard on Twitter is a friend of ours, and this guy we have to tip the cap to him. We're always going back and forth with what, and like in Jason Branson, our little mafia of horror movies reviews and suggestions. But you can't keep up with Barnard. He's the man, and he puts the picture God. Too. He's a resource. You should follow. I'm Back and Jack here, Hunter Shea 1 on Twitter. You can find Steve always tweeting with us. But this guy's a treasure trove of horror movies.
I want to win the lottery just so I can watch the movies that he suggests every single day.
I was in a mad dash there to get all the 2015 movies seen, so I could have a third. So I was I saw a ton of movies between like December 1st and January 10th, and now I'm like taking a break. I'm like, okay. The TV shows are starting up again. I watched Making a Murderer and some other things. And then this guy's I'm like, I gotta, all right, I need to watch. So I'll go back and watch a horror movie. Like, I gotta keep up with Steve.
Yeah, no, he's awesome, man.
So, who do you
can't imagine how he does it. I am going to give shouts out to Haley over at Horror Addicts, she does a review show that sometimes it's just screamingly funny. It's her and her honest opinion on the books that she reads, and I think she does an awesome job.
She's awesome.
She is every author's dream. You know, you want people who read your work to actually take the time because she does. I mean, she's editing this show, man. I mean, it's a pretty professional looking show that she does. So
A hell of a lot more professional than us.
And I will tell you, Haley, that when you promote our books, we get this bump in sales immediately that lasts for about a week. So I don't always get that traction in places we go. So Haley, you're the best. And by the time you see this, you'll have gotten the special box I sent you of They Rise and some little prizes in the box for you.
We got to get her on the show.
Yeah, that would be a blast because she seems funny as hell.
She wants to go slumming with us.
My other shout out is to David Spell, who is another reviewer. You'll find him on Twitter. Nightmares Are Real. He's I think I just came in contact him through Aaron, my publicist, bookbook.com, who I dedicated this book to. Aaron, it's you. Hi. So David, he started getting into reviews, and man, he's cranking them out lately. And he's got a wide selection of books that he's interested in, and his reviews are they're good, solid reviews. And he's always chiming in and stuff. And him and I agreed that the Super Bowl, the halftime show would have been better if it was Wilson Phillips.
Oh God, yeah.
I could not stand what we had to endure this year at the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was. Oh.
And the game was terrible too.
Yeah, the game was kind of boring. It was kind of messy, but whatever. But the halftime show. Oh my God, what a
Coldplay.
I mean, Beyonce. I like Bruno Mars, but it was sort of like. It felt like they were just like, oh, remember you like these guys? Like we got nothing now. Oh yeah, it's the 50th anniversary. It's like, you know what? Just get one band.
I wanted to see Katy Perry come back out on that lion and crush them under the weight of the lion.
They could have showed Katy Perry for 3 hours just sitting there, and I would have watched it.
Exactly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Katy Perry brushing her teeth.
Oh, she's so pretty.
She is. You know who she looks like? We get MeTV here that plays a lot of old movies. She looks a lot like Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching Wonder Woman on Saturday nights, and she looks a whole lot like Linda Carter.
I saw they took the Batman versus Superman trailer, and they put scenes from the George Reeves Superman, Adam West Batman, and Linda Carter Wonder Woman over the sound, and it's awesome. And when they got to the Linda Carter, I'm just like, oh man, she was just the most perfect Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, you forget how she was, and it's on before Star Trek's on before Svengoolie. 8 o'clock at night it's on, and I'm like 9 years old again watching Wonder Woman.
Oh, and the great thing about Wonder Woman was like we're kids, we had a crush on her, and our dads all had a crush on her too.
Oh my God, yeah! Now I know why Dad was like, "Hey, you want to watch Wonder Woman?
Hey, Wonder Woman, you want to watch this, right?"
I don't want to watch it, but you
watch the Hulk? No.
Can we watch that bad Spider-Man show?
Oh, Nicholas
No.
Hammond.
So yeah, that's the deal with this thing. Oh, God almighty, dropping stuff. They Rise. It's in it's not in bookstores because Severed Press is in Tasmania or something. But it's online everywhere. Trade paperback, ebook. Pick up a copy. Enjoy the fun.
HunterShea.com, Amazon.
Commenta on the YouTube beneath us. We pick a winner. St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
Yippee.
and subscribe while you're at it, and maybe share the link to the show if it wouldn't kill you. I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
That was harsh. You know what? Forget it. We're going to be honest this year.
Free content. All we ask is a little love.
Just a little love.
My Skype is freezing.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's freezing at great moments, though. It's like...
Oh. All right, that's all I got.
Well, congratulations. I can't wait to read the book.
Thank you.
I pre-read many of your books, so when I don't, and I'm like, oh, it's actual book.
Yes, you don't have to find any mistakes or tell me what the continuity is or anything. You just enjoy it.
I'll still tell you how to improve it. Hey, I
Good.
would have done this.
All right.
All right. Well, congrats, and I'll see you hopefully in person soon.
Very soon. Trust me.
All right. Then we'll see you all next time on
Monster Man.
Peace out.